Hello there. Uh, well, I watched little Renee's video this morning. I sent it to you. And it's about hair. And if you notice, if I talked about hair, I've already talked about hair. Talked about my haircut, one I got in West Virginia. I'm not a big hair talker because I got less hair than I got hair. And when I get a hairdo done, a haircut, they only cut a hair at a time because there ain't that much of it, so they'd have to do it so quick they wouldn't be able to charge me. Well, I'm going to talk. This morning I realized when I was talking, I did 2 or 3 videos and I erased every one of them because they were just dead burn boring. Now, Renee can talk about hairdos, and she can talk about this stuff you slap on your face, and this cream and vanishing cream make you go away, and all that stuff. And people want to hear that because that's what she does. I'm not that type of person. They don't want to hear something that I'm selling. I got a lot of stuff to sell, but nobody's going to buy it. But I thought I'd tell you something about old age. And I'm getting to be a pretty good expert on this because I am 39 years old. Even though I look 70, I'm 39. But I watched a guy go across the parking lot this morning, and he's doing a pretty good job. You know, a couple years ago, I'd say, look at that guy. Now, if you can't walk any better than that, why don't you get a dad-burn wheelchair or something, or get somebody to help you, or quit struggling? I said this morning to my wife, we're going to buy Lowe's, and I saw this guy, and I had to stop for him, and he did a pretty good job getting across there. He wasn't messing around like some people do. And I said, he's doing a pretty good job getting across there. Now, a year ago, I'd have said, oh, boy, he's kind of poking along, ain't he? I hope I don't look that bad. Now I realize when I get out of the car, I got to stand up and stretch a little bit and twist and moan and take a pill and this and that. Then we go in and I try to walk up as straight up as I can. But I got some aches and pains. And I tell you, one thing that come from growing up in the hills and wrecking about half the cars I had. But 2, it came from being the smallest guy in the family, and I got treated like it. Anyway, I just thought that, you know, most people, when you start to get aged up and everything, you start to, you know, taking pills, and I never would take an aspirin. I just thought, oh, that's the worst thing in the world to have to take pills. Now, after having a little problem with my heart and this and that and these and those, and had shoulder surgery and that surgery, and you know what? You sometimes have to take pills to keep going. And I quit talking about people taking pills. That's like little Renee. She never says anything about anybody that wears a coat that's too small for them anymore, because she realizes that's not the nicest thing to wear. You know, she didn't say the woman was fat. She probably thought the woman washed her coat and put it in the dryer, and she should have hung it up because it shrunk. That's what it was. The gal's not gaining weight. I don't even know who that is, but she's always talking about it, and I've already said that one before. And I'll tell you something. When I listened to it the first time, I thought, oh, that's funny. I hadn't had so much fun since hogs eat my little sister. And I had so much fun then, I threw my little brother in. But now, let the poor girl go. But that comes with age. When you realize that someday somebody going to say about you, well, look at the way that guy's hobbling along. Boy, I hope I don't ever get that bad. And if they knew it, I was only 2 steps above a teenager, they would be talking about me behind my back, wouldn't they? Well, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to make it a couple more days, and I'm going to be talking to you again. And hopefully I'll tell you something about when I feel good. I'm going to tell you something. I feel like after you drive 13 and a half hours, I'm so T-U-R-D tired I could F-A-R-T faint. So I might just end up taking a dadgum nap. Now I got to watch some of my DVRs because I taped so much stuff that I ran out of room, and now I'm going to have to watch it on demand. And on demand, a lot of times you can't fast forward through the commercials. So I like to tape them first. Listen, if you got anything you want to holler about me or to me about, or anything, you just give me a shout out and I'll get back to you. Now don't take no wooden nickels. I'll see you now. Bye.